Hey, what's up, guys? Chan Trades, otherwise known as Luke. It's been a minute. I'm back. I've been trying to get back into trading. I basically took all of December off. I traded the first week, but price action was not good. I was traveling, so getting back into trading slowly but surely. So, I took a trade last week, and essentially, um, it was on me. TradingView kind of changed their layout, and I was definitely I just wasn't prepared for it. I wasn't looking, and I basically over risked. And right now I'm trying to pass a funded account. I basically over leveraged that funded account. So today I just traded that same funded account, and I over leveraged it only because realistically the only way to really pass it now within the time frame is to over leverage it. So I leveraged basically the whole account on this trade. So I full ported this trade. I did not take this on my personal account. I definitely could have. I definitely should have. Um, but it's totally okay. So technically, this is a winning trade. We're gonna go over it. But I did lose money on this trade. It was like 700 for my funded, which was the rest of the money that I could lose. Damn, I need a haircut. Look at that. That's great. I do need a haircut. Anyways, so to kind of go over this trade, today was a very weird day. So today's Tuesday, January 20th. Yesterday was MLK Day. Markets were closed. Um, and over the weekend and kind of yesterday and today, there's been a lot of talks about tariffs again. A lot of stuff with Taiwan with the tariffs, a lot of stuff with other countries with tariffs, and just a lot of stuff in general with other countries that has been kind of pushed um, right now. So price is not. There's definitely people in the market. There's definitely people buying. There's definitely people selling, right? But if you just if we go in the 1 hour real quick, and we'll start in the 1 hour. Um, we're really in like a bullish market right now. Just a lot of bullish news, which is it's fine. Um, we probably needed to sell off more than where we're at. So this is all time highs, but relative to all time highs, we are in a pretty bullish market. This was the whole month of December. This is why I did not trade in December because this shit was just going sideways. Um, oh my god. Oh, let's not expose my hairline. Okay, so going into today, um, I was really looking at more or less this gap that we made. This was from Sunday, which futures open on Sunday no matter what. So futures were open on MLK Day, even though the markets weren't open, which is kind of funny. But really thought price would come and target this gap today, or at the very least, come and target some of these draws up here, which price did do. My whole thought process behind this was, well, we're really bullish. We just had this huge sell off. There's probably going to be people buying. We're basically taking out all these previous day draws over here. We're taking out really everything that we can take out. So it's probably time to reverse a little bit, and that's what we kind of got. And also too, how we're determined my bias for today. Asian session was manipulated by London session. What that tells me, if we get Asian session manipulation, we'll probably see and we get a reversal. We'll probably see the reversal continue. So if we get a manipulation of these lows for Asian session, we also get previous day lows manipulated too, and we get a reversal. I really thought this was a continuation trade, and that's exactly what it was. So kind of going into today, we had this 1 hour draw here. We also had this low time frame liquidity, same thing on ES. Besides, on ES, we actually did manipulate this low time frame liquidity. We did form. Well, I guess I'll get to that in a minute, but we did form a SMT, a low time frame SMT, and this is really when I took this trade. I should have taken profit at this price point, and I'll get into that in a moment. I should have taken profit at these highs. So we have this low time frame SMT. All right, NQ is the leading index. We want to take this short on NQ. Coming into market open, we essentially sweep. This is London highs, London session somewhere in here. This is an hour draw, so we sweep those with the first candle, which is great. But we do create this SMT. There's a high time frame SMT between London session highs between both indexes, which is just right here. So essentially from there, what I was doing is my bias wasn't fully determined yet. I was still wanting to potentially be bullish. I liked my draws too. The draws were better. But when we created an SMT, I thought there was a potential for a reversal. I had this 15-minute for value gap marked on ES, and I was just kind of waiting to see what ES did. Both indexes were really bullish during market open. They both broke structure. I mean, we already fib, but they both broke structure. Super strong. And also, too, we maintained this for value gap on ES. This 15-minute for value gap. That's a higher time frame gap. Also, price formed a for value gap on Q. It's right here. I didn't mark it, but it's right here. Price also respected equilibrium. So essentially, I had all these things come together. So we have our liquidity sweep technically already happened. I was considering this a continuation. We didn't technically need a liquidity sweep for this move to occur, at least the way that I trade, because it already happened. We had, yes, being super bullish with price action. We were maintaining this for value gap, this high time frame for value gap. We also inversed, I believe, a for value gap on the 1 hour too. Yes, we inversed it during pre-market. So I was very bullish. Then we go to the 1 minute. Essentially, what happens is we're in equilibrium, just dropping up in here. We come down, we break structure, 1 minute structure. This is the low. This is the candle that breaks 1 minute structure. From there, I'm just kind of waiting I was just waiting to see what price would do. If we would, right then, the candle for the 5 minute close, and we closed within equilibrium. We closed within this fair value gap. On ES, we closed within the 15-minute fair value gap. And for me, that was a huge bullish confirmation. We didn't inverse it. We didn't disrespect these price zones. Order flow respected them, price action respected them, and in turn, we got bullish order flow out of it. What I mean by that is pretty much instantly we have this fair value gap right here, this bearish fair value gap on the 1 minute. We inverse the fair value gap. What that tells me is, hey, on the 1 minute, on the 5 minute, on the 15 minute, on the 1 hour, we're giving these bullish confluences. On the 1 minute, we're giving a bullish confluence, and I enter off the 1 minute. So with all my confluences all coming together, I was bullish on the day. I entered off this fair value gap. This is where I got my entry. I had my fill. I had my stop right here at the last low, which that would be the 5 minute low, and I had my take profit at Asian session highs. And really, when you look at this trade, it's not a bad draw per se. I mean, there wasn't really anything like super high time frame on ES. So I took this trade on NQ because NQ was a leading index first from this SMT. Also, NQ is better positioned to take these highs out first, and we were already in a SMT with NQ lagging, a bearish SMT. We're closer to these highs. NQ is just the better index to trade on today. But I did really think we'd get some form of at least manipulation of these highs on NQ. We didn't. We also didn't get them on ES, but we did form an SMT, kind of. We did, but let me just walk through kind of this trade and why it was successful and where I went wrong. So almost immediately, we rip. Really good. I was up on my funded account. It was like 1,500. This whole trade was 3,000. That's why I full boarded my whole account. Because I lost, it was like 1,300, 1,400. on my funded, and really, I'm just trying to, I'm getting a new funded. I was gonna get a new funded anyways, if I didn't pass this one, so it was totally fine. Um, but essentially, we rip up to these highs, and I stayed in the trade, and I never got stopped out of this trade. We just went in a drawdown, which, why I lost this trade technically was because I got margin called, because I lost, it's like 700 was the amount that I could risk. I risked 900. It was like right around here where I got margin called, which is fine. That was kind of on me. I over risked a little bit too much. But essentially, with this SMT down here, this SMT gets fulfilled at low time frame highs, and really, like, this SMT gets fulfilled at these. If I go to the 5-minute where this SMT is seen, this is the leading. The SMT really gets filled at these 5-minute draws, and really it should be right here, but also up here too. Like this is where the SMT really gets fulfilled at, and it got fulfilled. And we started to reverse and go in the other direction. So I definitely could have taken profit in this range, but we were already in the range. So really, like, the SMT was already fulfilled. The bullish SMT, and then a bearish SMT formed, and we were in a bearish SMT off those highs. So right here, we're in a bearish SMT. So that's fine, but I think targeting the high time frame draws with the confluence I had was the correct move. It did obviously work, kind of. We barely did manipulate Asian session, which kind of makes me mad because we were right here. Like, we should have manipulated Asian session. But I think this was the correct trade. Could have also taken a very big trade. This was more the actual news of the tariffs and, like, the continued settlement from them. So overall, today was a very decent day. Again, I'm trying to retool myself and get back into trading. It's been a while, but it's not like I've forgotten what to do or forgotten my strategy. Like, the strategy works. I'm very confident in myself, but I just need to continue to make progress in the right direction for that. Yeah, that's about it for the trade. I'll see you guys maybe later this week. Trump is speaking tomorrow, and I'm out of town. Tomorrow through Friday, I might trade Thursday if I have the opportunity to, but really overall, like, this week is just going to be a lot of this tariff shit, and next week we'll be back. So looking forward to next week, price action for sure. Anyways, you're seeing your love. If you want to check out my Instagram, link down below, or that's at RealStanTrades. Yeah, that's about it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.